Okay guys, welcome to my review of the Osprey Talon 22 Daypack or hiking backpack, whichever you want to like. This is gonna be just a normal run through all the specs, all the accessories, features, and overall how the backpack performs based on my experience so far. So let's jump to it. Okay guys, let's start by taking a couple of sleeping bags that I had inside just to make it a little bit bulkier for the first take. Perfect. So this is the Osprey Talon 22 Daypack. It's an awesome, small, well, medium-sized hiking backpack. Really great for, hitting the mountains, some trails, things like that. Also for daily carry, although I don't use it that much for that, but if you want to do it, go ahead. Let's start with the materials. So the main material of the backpack, it's a 70D and 100D nylon mini shadow brick. That's how Osprey calls it. It's all around the backpack. It's got some accents right here, and on the bottom, made of 420 HD nylon pack cloth, and which is like more resistant material for the important parts of the backpack, and it's got some mesh on the front and on the side pockets. The overall dimensions of the backpack are going to depend on the size of the backpack. So in this case, for example, this is a small medium size, so it's going to run 18 inches height, 11 inches width, and 11 inches in depth when it's packed to the fullest, and it's going to have approximately 20 liters in capacity and 1.68 pounds in weight. The medium large size, it's going to run 20 inches in height, 11 inches width, and 11 inches depth when it's full, and it's going to be 22 liters and 1.79 pounds. So it's a fairly decent sized backpack. And the load range capacity for this backpack is between 10 and 20 pounds. So if you're gonna be carrying for hiking and things like that, you gotta keep that in mind. So the backpack is gonna run comfortable on your bag. So let's start with the features. So with the front of the backpack. On the front we have a big mesh pocket. It has a buckle on the top that you can actually cinch down, so it has like more retention. This is a great pocket for things like rain jackets, normal jackets, sweatshirt, things like that. And it's got a nice attachment in the bottom for your bike light in case you want to use it for biking, which is a great backpack to use it for too. It's got some features for that as well, like I'm going to show you right now. So the first one is this retention, let's say buckle or something like that. This is specially designed for helmets, for bike helmets. It's adjustable. You can actually adjust the bungee cords from the inside of the bag, and it's going to help you keep your helmet close to the bag if you're not using it, which is great actually. So you have that option there. Another option that it has on the front is the trekking pole attachments. So this bungee cord, adjustable bungee cord, you can actually open it and use it for things like trekking poles, or especially ice axes. You can tuck the actual pole in the upper part, cinch it down, and here tucked away in this side of the backpack you have the actual loop for the bottom part of the axe or the pole. It's great, and if you're not using it, just tuck it away. I think it's a nice touch. So front, you got the name Talon 22, some accents, this is like the brand of the bag, of the actual model of the bag, and you have the Osprey logo on the top. All these features are reflective, so if you're going at night, these are going to be like a nice safety feature for the bag. So going to the sides, actually both sides are the same, so I'm just going to show you one. You have some water bottle slash whatever bottle you want to use it for, mesh pockets. They're pretty deep, as you can see my hand goes all the way inside, but a nice feature that this backpack has is the compression straps. So these straps, as you can see, they're running behind the water bottle pocket, which you can use it that way if you just want to cinch the bag but you want to have some clearance for the pocket, or you can actually take this strap, take it off the buckle, run it from the outside of the bottle pocket and actually cinch down the pocket too. You have two options there, so you can play with that if you want. There's this plastic rubber hose-like loop here that I'm going to show you what's for later. But yeah, like I told you, both sides. Water bottle. This is reflective too, so you have some reflective features on the sides of the backpack as well, which is always, you know, extra helpful. It's an extra safety feature, so you can actually do it. Overall, it's a very simple backpack. It doesn't have a ton of pockets, but it gives you enough organization. Now, going to the back panel of the backpack, here's where most of the great features of Osprey are going to be. So let's start from the bottom and work our way to the top. So the waistband. The waistband is awesome. It's great. It's got very nice weight distribution system. It's the waistbands are really wide, which makes it more comfortable when it's running on your waist. Each side of the waistband has a pocket, which is always handy, you know, for some. I think you can actually make it fit like a small phone in here, but for snacks, for chapstick, for spare batteries for your GoPro, things like that, you can actually make it work here, which is great. I mean, it's always useful to have these pockets because they run about this place on your waist, so it's very easy to reach to them. Another feature that I love about this bag is that the actual waistband adjustment system is it works pulling to the front. So that way you can actually cinch it down really easy instead of having to go backwards. When you cinch down going forward, you can actually achieve more compression. So the bag sits better on your waist. All the back of the backpack, it's actually a mesh, so you got enough airflow to keep your bag fresh. But one of the greatest features of this bag is this weird, I don't recall the name of this feature. Oh, let me check on my notes here if I actually have it. No, I don't have it. It's got a special name, but this is all made of foam. It actually gives some rigidity to the backpack, but at the same time it gives it some flexibility. So the bag actually contours and adapts to your back. So the backpack sits perfectly fit to your back. The straps are thin. They don't have that much of padding on them, which sometimes is not that good. But in this case, since this backpack load capacity is from 10 to 20 pounds, you shouldn't be loading it with that much weight. But if you do, they're not going to be comfortable, okay? So it's nice to keep that in mind. Of course, they always have their sternum strap with a safety whistle, which comes handy. And they have a couple of nice features. So on the left strap, only on the left strap, you're going to have this sort of mesh pocket, which won't work with phones, obviously. I mean, I can barely fit like 3 fingers in here. But if you want to keep some, you know, some rehydration gels, energy gels, maybe a granola bar, you'll be able to fit in here. Could be. But But the other feature that is great and that most hiking backpacks from Osprey have are the stowaway trekking poles straps. So here you have this, let's say a little tube or band, which is actually adjustable. So the idea is that if you're walking and you don't want to carry your trekking poles in your hands anymore, you run the back of the bottom of the trekking pole, like the tip, you run it through here and then through the little tube thing that I showed you before, and you cinch them down, and they are going to end up running about in this part of your body. You're going to be able to still move your hand, your arm while you're walking, but you won't have the trekking poles in your hands, and better yet, you won't be needed to actually take your backpack off, set the poles on the carry strap here in front, pull your backpack on again. No, you just gotta put them in the stowaway trekking poles strap, and that's it. You continue your row. It's just awesome. So moving on, we have let's say the adjustment for the straps. So this backpack, although it's a small to medium size, you have the option to actually customize where you want your straps to ride. So this is a Velcro. You just gotta pull this. I'm not gonna do it because it's really hard. I mean, the Velcro is real good, but you just gotta pull this and move this panel up and down depending on your back height. So you got that customization special for you. This backpack is hydration compatible. How does it work? So here on each strap, you have this elastic bungee cord that is made especially for you to run the straw or the tube or the hose, whichever way you call it, of your hydration pack. Okay, you have one on each side next to the compression straps on the top, which are made, to bring the load closer to your back. So where does the hydration bladder goes? In this pack, I really like the idea that the hydration bladder goes outside of the backpack. You don't have to access the main zipper to actually get to the hydration bladder. Here, you just loosen up these straps and you have a pocket straight from the outside, very deep. So you'll see I can fit, so this way, my complete arm in here, so it goes all the way to the bottom, and this is made for the hydration bladder. It has a retention strap with a nice buckle on the top, so you can hang it from. And another feature, another use actually for this pocket is if you're using this backpack, for example, at an airport, you can use this pocket as some sort of a secret pocket to keep your valuables, because it's very deep and it's running right to your back. There's no way somebody's going to be able to actually get their hands inside of it. So you can put your passport, your boarding tickets all the way to the bottom. That way you'll have easy access to them, but someone won't be able to take them from your backpack. It's got a carry handle, which is one of the things I don't like about this backpack, since it's really, really thin and it's not that comfortable, but it's there, you have it in case you need it. And that's it, that's the outside of the bag. I mean, it's pretty simple. So in terms of the pockets, right on the top, you have one fairly big pocket, very big actually, quick access to, and it's made of this scratch resistant fabric, so it's really good for like sunglasses, your phone, things that you don't want to scratch but you want easy access to them. You can put them inside of here, which is really great. And the other pocket is the main pocket. That's it, that's the only separate pocket. So you can see it's just a big dumb pouch, really big, fairly spacious. And you have a small mesh pocket right here on the top with a key keeper, so you can just put your keys, maybe some wet wipes, in case you have an emergency on the road, you never know. But yeah, that's all the organization, the internal organization of the backpack. Another feature that it's inside the bag, like I told you, it's got this special retention system for your bike helmet that you can actually adjust with some bunch cords. Well, here are the bunch cords. So you get one side, it's already fixed. The other side has an adjustment sort of thingy, which you can actually tighten it up or loosen it up depending on your bike helmet size, whichever you may need. But that's it. I mean, that's a backpack. So as far as the cons of the bag, there's just some minor cons. Like I told you, the sternum strap, the carry handle on the top, it's not that big. I mean, it's not that comfortable to actually carry. Plus, it tends to tuck away by itself inside the hydration bladder pocket, which is not that nice. It would be great to actually have it ready on the top each time you would reach for the bag anywhere. There's a thing with these bags, especially with the small Osprey bags. They're kind of water resistant. I mean, they're gonna be some sort of water resistant, but they're not waterproof. So you should get a rain cover. But these packs don't come with it, and don't come, which is not that big of an issue, but they don't have like a dedicated rain cover pocket. It would be nice to have, like many other bags, a rain cover pocket on the bottom, just to have the pocket. So if you have a rain cover laying around, you can put it inside, but there's none with this bag. So sometimes I find myself putting the rain cover in one of the water bottle pockets or in front mesh pocket, and it's not that nice. And well, the last con is the organization thing. I mean, you don't have that many pockets here, so you'll have to have like dry sacks or small bags to actually organize all the stuff in here, which shouldn't be that much because this is supposed to be a hiking bag, like a day hike pack. You're not supposed to like go camping with it, but it would be nice to have, you know, a couple of more pockets. Wouldn't kill anyone. The pros of this bag is that I've never used a more comfortable bag in my life. I mean, this thing just stays close to your back. When you're using the waistband, it's just so comfortable to carry. I mean, it's great. This backpack is awesome. It's very versatile. I've used it when I'm riding my bike. I've used it on day hikes. I've used it on airports, traveling. I mean, it's really versatile. And it's lightweight. I mean, like I told you, it weighs like what? 1.5 pounds, a little bit more. It's super lightweight. It has a nice rigidity on the back. It rides great. So overall, I gotta say this is my favorite hiking pack, and I just recommend it 100%. So thank you for watching.